Assalamu alaikum everyone. As parents, we have all had moments when our connection with our child feels strained. Perhaps they came to us with something important, but we were too distracted to give them our full attention, or maybe they hesitate to share their feelings, fearing they wouldn't be understood. These instances highlight the critical role of effective communication in strengthening the parent child bond. At the heart of this communication lies the often overlooked art of listening, a skill that can heal, nurture, and build trust in our relationships with our children. Listening is both an art and a gift. The Prophet Muhammad (sallallahu alaihi wasallam) set the ultimate example of a listener. His ability to give undivided attention, maintain empathy, and create safe spaces for dialogue made him a role model of effective communication. Let's explore the lessons we can learn from his listening skills. The Prophet (sallallahu alaihi wasallam) practiced active listening in a profound way. Here are 7 points I have put together for you. Number 1. Turning fully towards the speaker. He would turn his entire body towards the person speaking. This simple but powerful act showed that he valued what the other person was saying, creating a genuine connection. Number 2. Maintaining eye contact. Eye contact plays a key role in making the speaker feel heard. When speaking to others, the Prophet ﷺ ensured his gaze reflected focus and interest, a clear signal of respect and presence. Number 3. Using positive body language. A smile, a nod, or a thoughtful expression. These non-verbal cues convey attentiveness and compassion. The Prophet ﷺ was known as the most smiling person. His warmth shone through every interaction. Number 4. Listening without interrupting. One of the most remarkable traits of the Prophet ﷺ was his patience. He would let others speak fully, even if he disagreed, only responding after they had finished. This created an atmosphere of respect and understanding. Number 5. Empathy over judgment. The Prophet ﷺ listened with empathy, never rushing to judge or dismiss. Instead, he sought to understand the speaker's perspective. For example, when Jabir ibn Abdullah radhiyallahu anha expressed his grief after the loss of his father, the Prophet ﷺ consoled him, acknowledging his pain rather than reprimanding his emotions. Number 6. Seeking advice irrespective of status. Whether it was consulting his companions or his wives, the Prophet ﷺ made others feel valued by seeking their counsel. His humility in listening bridged gaps and built trust, regardless of age, gender, or status. Number 7. Listening to both sides before judging. He empathized and emphasized fairness in decision making, ensuring both parties were fully heard before passing judgment. A lesson in justice for us all. Now, let's have a look at the spiritual and emotional benefits of listening. Listening goes beyond the words spoken. It delves into the emotions and unspoken messages of the heart. Non-verbal cues like body language, tone, and expression reveal much about a person's feelings. The Prophet ﷺ excelled in understanding this, offering not just solutions but emotional solace. To apply the prophetic model in our lives, here's a simple guide. Remember the 3 E's of listening. Number 1. Listen without ego. Ego often disrupts true communication. The Prophet ﷺ set aside his ego, prioritizing understanding over self-interest. We must strive to do the same. For example, if your child says you're not a good parent or I hate you, stay focused on the matter at hand. The reason we get triggered is because we often go into self doubt and may become defensive and lose focus from what our child is actually trying to communicate. Number 2, listen to the emotion. Pay attention not to what is said, but how it's expressed. Recognizing and validating emotions builds trust and deepens relationships. Number 3, listen with empathy. Empathy bridges gaps. It allows us to see the world through another's eyes, fostering compassion and understanding. And these were the three E's to remember: ego, emotion, empathy. Now let's conclude. Listening is a gift from Allah. Through listening, we can improve our relationships with others. When we embody the sunnah of listening as the Prophet ﷺ demonstrated, we not only connect better with people, but also follow a path that brings us closer to Allah. So I leave you with this thought. What qualities make someone easy to talk to? Reflect on how you can embody those qualities when interacting with others, especially your children. Listening is more than just hearing, it's about understanding, connecting, and loving. May Allah grant us the ability to listen with patience, empathy, and wisdom, just as modeled by our role model, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ameen.